think we are. Think we're good to live stream. Let's find that out. Let's see. Oh yeah, upcoming. Let me see. I think we can select the time. Let me see. Let me see. Upcoming on here. Okay, perfect. Yep. See the live stream.
Yes, there we go. So this is it. We got it working.
Yeah. Finally, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's good. So let me try to get some feedback from Leo, and then yeah, we can kind of get started.
Sure.
Perfect. Let's get started. So my name is Hayam Paces. I am the director of pretty much Omnichannel, Multichannel at David Ricardo. Um, Now your turn, Zoe.
Okay, so my name is Zoe Polson, and I am doing the content, helping the content creation for David Ricardo, and regarding everything from social media and different platforms that we're going to be using to help our clients.
Okay, perfect. And today's meeting is just like letting for us both, right, to kind of know each other a little bit, and for anyone who's following us to kind of get to know us, who we are. So, Zoe, take it away
All
with
right.
your
Well,
questions.
yeah, I'm really excited. I do have a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
And I think that it's wonderful that we're doing it live because there's going to be a lot of people who will get a lot of value from this.
Hopefully.
Yes, I believe so. I'm firmly believing that. The first question, let's start simple. Um, can you tell us, like, and our listeners right now, what David Ricardo is all about and what makes it so unique?
Yes, so we are among the few consulting firms that specialize in multi-channel and omni-channel. There's, a lot of Amazon agencies, but very few that specialize in multi-channel like ourselves. And our primary goal is to streamline processes across product management, logistics, marketing, advertising to achieve consistent month-over-month sales growth of anywhere of 2% to 10% for our clients. So, what that really means is, multi-channel, omni-channel. It's like we're doing all channels, all platforms.
Okay, yeah. I have a question about that. So what do multi-channel and omni-channel mean for David Ricardo?
Yeah. So, that's not an easy question. That term multi-channel, omni-channel, they've been used for the last 20 years, 25 plus years, and everyone always gets them confused. So everyone is familiar with the terms, but what we like to consider multi-channels at David Ricardo are different channels like Amazon Marketplace, Walmart Marketplace, Costco retail, Costco dropship, Walmart third party marketplace, Walmart drop shipping, Walmart retail. So that's all the different channels, right? And that's where David Ricardo specializes, is those multi-channel services. And omni-channel is pretty much omni-channel, how the channels are connected together. So for an example, um, you might be selling on Amazon and you might launch on TikTok, and you might not have the resources to go open up a 3PL or open up your own warehouse.
Wow, yeah.
In that case, you will tap into Amazon's FBA inventory and fulfill TikTok orders using your FBA inventory. So that's what omni-channel really means, is like all the channels connecting to each other, or softwares connecting to each other to make everything connect and easy to process.
Wow, that's very broad, and you have to be very multifaceted to manage all of that. So,
Sometimes, but most, I would say probably about 20% of all platforms connect seamlessly today than they
Yeah.
did 15 or years ago. So 20% is still a low number, but
Yeah.
as technology advances and individuals are able to build softwares that connect, I mean, that number is going to jump really high. I mean, we're
Mhm.
probably going to see anywhere between 60 to maybe 80% connectivity.
Okay, wow, thank you. This brings me to another question.
Yes.
Um, because all of these platforms are so important for businesses today, do you have any of the main clients or audiences that you're serving that you can share with me? Like, who is the main clients that you have? And
So,
sorry, I didn't.
uh, yeah, yeah. So, yeah. So the clients that we normally, I guess your question is like, who do we service, right?
Yeah,
I have a
exactly.
question. So we service mostly manufacturers, brands. Uh, Most brands that we service, they control the distribution, and what that means is that they have a contract manufacturing with the factory, and they have some type of control over the production and how those goods move into the United States or how those goods are being produced in the United States. So those are our two main customers. We do work with third-party sellers on Amazon that maybe are buying wholesale or doing private label. Um, and in recent years, we've provided a lot of support to those type of sellers, especially as they move from Amazon to Shopify or they moved from Amazon to TikTok Shop. So I think we launched about 150 sellers on TikTok Shop in the last, I think, 24 months.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. It does. And then I want to know how having omnichannel presence helps your client.
So, omni-channel, right? Technically, when it comes to the omni-channel, right, approach, if a client is using a program like a Senda or a Rhythm, um, normally what they would do is they will put all their data in there, their titles, their product description, their bullet points, their images, and then this software Senda will push it out into Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Costco, any other platform, and that allows them to kind of control that information, and also reduces the amount of individuals that they need in order to monitor each marketplace. So that's how omni-channel approach is kind of meant to be. We also do Shopify connections, meaning that we'll get TikTok shop orders going into Shopify, we'll get Walmart orders going into Shopify, or we'll get Amazon fulfilled by merchant orders going into Shopify using said commerce. And then the client will process those orders on Shopify, and then the tracking number will be pushed back. So there's some hybrid between some channels, right, that are able to kind of build a omni-channel approach, and then there are softwares that help you achieve that omni-channel solution. Of course, it costs some money. I mean, nothing's free, but they're worth the money. I mean,
Oh, that's great.
especially if you're dealing with a catalog of 5,000 SKUs. I mean, that's a lot of
Mhm.
work.
Yeah, that's something that I admire a lot about the information that you guys give regarding what they can expect realistically. For example, how many orders they're going to make a day and the return on their investment. So I really appreciate that about David Ricardo because I've seen that you give insight about that.
Yeah, yeah. It's not all the information is available on the internet, right? Some information there are some information, but if you really want that information, sometimes you have to go knock on the door, send an email, or pick up the phone, or ask other sellers, "Hey, what software are you using? What are the tools you're using? What are the tools in your toolbox, etc." Right?
Exactly. Or just come directly to us and have a meeting with you, and then that's if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
available.
that
That would
too.
be so helpful. Yeah. No, that's cool. Thank you for answering me that question.
Yes, not a problem. Um, Let's see what else. Yeah, yeah. What else do you have for me? I mean, like any other questions? I'm not taking personal questions, just to let you know.
Okay, okay, I will skip
It's
that. Okay,
all David Ricardo related.
okay, okay, cool. But I do think that like managing a lot of information, you'd have to have like a really good technology. So, what technology do you use to manage all the multi-channel strategy?
So we use a lot. I mean, I think we use at least two dozens of different technologies. The ones that I go for Amazon, it's Merchant Spring. We end up pulling all the data into Merchant Spring, and then we analyze all the Amazon accounts. That's a great system. The other softwares we're using are Ascenda, which is really good. Where we're dumping a lot of data and then pushing it out to multi channels. We use Shopify as a hub for clients to get data. We also use, let me see what else that we use. For retail, I mean, there's quite a bit. I don't know if I'm allowed to share the others, but I'll
Okay.
get back to you. I mean, we do use Getita, which is a reimbursement software for Walmart and Amazon, in order to get um, refunds for lost products or lost merchandise at Amazon's FBA warehouse. We definitely do that. Let me see if I can share a screen.
Yes.
We use Set Commerce uh,
Mm-hmm.
on there. We use Yapple for emails. Yeah, and those are probably the softwares that we're using on a daily basis.
Okay. Nice. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Cool.
The rest I'm not gonna share because I don't want to give out all our secrets. No, just play.
Okay. In the next one, in the next show.
Okay, the next
Okay.
life.
Yeah. Um, what challenges do you face implementing the strategy, and how did you overcome?
So, so challenges. Every week there's a new challenge.
Mhm.
Just because the amount of channels that we're dealing with, there's new challenges. So for an example, the most recent challenge that we faced was with 3PLs out of Las Vegas. So a lot of the Las Vegas 3PLs ended up increasing their fees, and they also put minimums, meaning that they were going to start charging anywhere between $3,500 to $5,000 per month, regardless how much inventory the client had at their warehouses, how much inventory they were shipping. They were just going to charge like a flat fee, regardless of the volume. So we had to work with a bunch of different companies in the logistics, and we also had to work with other consultants, especially in the logistics industry, to be able to find a warehouse that didn't have any minimums, because the minimums could really kill small e-commerce, and could also hurt brands that have to have multiple warehouses with small amount of units in order for them to cover a region. So that was a really big challenge for us, because because you know we we had to essentially present these warehouses and get the clients to pack
Wow.
their merchandise and move to a different warehouse, and then we had to redo the integrations and get everything started. But across the board, I mean, like 2025 has been a really difficult year for 3PLs. They're increasing fees. Talking about fees, I mean, Amazon's fees have also gone up. That's why we decided to pretty much advocate for Amazon AWD, which saves clients money on placements when they're
Yeah.
shipping into FBA. So stuff like that. The other challenge is the cost of advertising has gone up,
Right.
and there's a lot of challenges. But we we normally overcome those challenges by staying focused, by creating strong SOPs against those challenges, and coming up with solutions. And sometimes those solutions work, sometimes they don't work. But
Mm,
what we focus on is really documenting and coming up with those SOPs.
okay. Yeah, it's a complex ecosystem out there with warehouses and everything, tariffs and everything can affect the whole system. Um,
Correct.
yeah. But what I've seen is that you've built a renowned reputation in a multi-channel e-commerce consulting firm. And the feedback that I have seen from clients across Shopify, Walmart, Target, TikTok Shop, Amazon is all overwhelmingly positive. So,
Okay, okay, that's good.
yeah, yeah. So my question for you is, what's your secret to working so well with such a diverse range of clients and platforms?
So there's no secret to my involvement. I'm very engaged with every single platform. I know how to do the work because I spent many years learning the coding structure of e-commerce. I've worked with various open source platforms. I've worked with every single e-commerce platform, including the ones that no longer exist. I've worked with Magento open source, BigCommerce, Shopify. I've worked with 90% of all retailers in the United States during my time at Gibson. Um, so my understanding of how e-commerce works is pretty high, and I also keep up with the news. I keep up with the news. I'm writing SOPs for a lot of these platforms. That's how I stay ahead of the game, and I have a strong team, which helps me to kind of stay informed, and also helps me to kind of coordinate those SOPs.
Wow. In all this changing and all these difficulties, what does David Ricardo teams like? How does David Ricardo team secure the success for the clients?
So we have we have a couple of things, right? So um, first of all, we have to understand who the client is. We have to understand their product, and we also understand that the precision that they're in each week. We track each account, each client. We monitor the traffic, which is extremely important. The traffic that you're bringing in, and then how you generated that traffic. Is it through organic? Is it through paid? We analyze the conversions. We analyze what's working, what's not working, based off data. And then we develop action items against those things. Normally, those action items will be for the traffic or the conversion or the engagement with the consumer after they've purchased. So understanding that on a weekly basis, having communication with our clients, we have client meetings with the client once a week, and those meetings range anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, depending on the client. And then the operation is very strong. We keep the clients updated about every little single thing that's important. We do high level and the basics on there. So that's how I think our team is really successful. And I think one of the key ingredients, right, for us to really help the client grow, or when a client is really stuck, we normally I always recommend new opportunities for our clients. Amazon, Costco,
Mhm,
um, they're always coming up with new programs. They're better programs. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. But our
mhm.
goal as a consulting firm is to provide the pros and the cons, and then allow the clients to make the final decisions. We advocate strongly for new initiatives because this is where you have the potential of increasing your sales anywhere between 10 to 30% at a given quarter. So um, finding those opportunities for our clients are key to our client success.
Wow, thank you. And also, you sound like a very tightly knit and professional team.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, the team is great. I mean, like the team is amazing. Everyone's very positive, so I'm very lucky to be working with such a great team.
That's amazing. I have another question.
Okay.
And okay, so are there any new channels or technologies you're excited to explore next?
Yeah, ChatGPT is a big one, right? But ChatGPT is keeps on changing, and they're really developing the next frontier of AI.
Yeah.
And by saying that, I think the AI browsers are coming out. They're going to be a major topic in 2026. Um, and I think the next conversation we're probably going to be having with my team and pretty much with our clients is how to optimize for AI in 2026, because we have to look for traffic, and the AI browsers are a great opportunity to bring extra traffic for our clients.
Okay, thank you. Now that I have the opportunity to be speaking to an expert, what advice would you give to other businesses looking to go multi-channel and omni-channel?
Yeah, start slowly and learn as much as you can about the platforms before diving in. And keep in mind, if an agency promises you the moons and the stars, claiming that you'll make millions on your platform, which I've seen, especially with TikTok Shop, there's so many agencies telling brands, "Hey, you're good. You can do $100,000, $500,000 in 30 days." If they're promising you stuff like that, just walk away. Nothing comes easy. There's a lot of hard work, um, and finding opportunities, focusing on the basics, which is traffic, conversions, and engagements. Those are your three main key drivers for success.
Wow, so start slow
Yeah.
and um, be realistic.
Yeah.
To people who want to offer you the stars and the moon. That was very well said. I think that that should be a quote. You should have a quote by
Maybe,
Heidi
maybe, hopefully.
somewhere. Yeah, that needs to be published somewhere with your name. Yeah, that
But
was cool. That was
yeah.
really awesome.
Any other questions? I mean, I think so far, think this has been a pretty good life. I think we're at 25 minutes so far, and it seems like you're really comfortable. Is this your first live, Zoe?
On this topic, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But what about other topics?
Well, I did one a couple years ago. Wait, no. Was it live? No. Yeah, I I mean I played around with live during the pandemic with nothing professional, let's say. Nothing professional, just being silly.
Yeah, I don't think this is professional either, but
Well, I mean, like having conversations regarding businesses that feel almost like a podcast have
yeah,
been like I've had a couple of interviews where we just ended up talking and talking and talking about, and it's just I love that. I feel like
yeah.
I've been preparing my mind to be able to talk with people because I'm interested about what they've done in their lives and everything, and I
I
think
think
that
we lost Zoe.
oh, I'm here. Really? How did I? Hello?
First stream, stuff like this happened. I lost connection. I think I lost connection, right?
Or maybe it was me. Maybe it was me. But yeah, no,
Okay.
just thank you for answering all these questions.
Yeah, yeah. No problem. So let's see what happens. I think our next live stream will be next Friday. We're gonna be consistent with this, and wish us luck, guys. I mean, and if you guys need any information, let us know. We're here to kind of support you. We'll bring you guys the latest news, or Zoe will bring you the latest news. But yeah,